Hey guys, Brett Williams with Hammer Rifles. We're going to do a little gear cast from inside the shop today. I know in the last video I mentioned doing a little rundown of our PRS gun that you've seen in the video. Was running those dry runs on. So we wanted to break that down for you, give you an idea of kind of the caliber we chose and the build we chose to start competing with in the PRS. This gun's a little heavy for your NRL Hunter series. We'd have to put it on a serious diet to make that mold to actually be able to compete in the NRL Hunter. But with that being said, let's start. So from the ground up, we'll talk about this stock. So we built this thing on the Manners TL series stock. This is one of their kind of older competition stocks. It's not the new series. It's got all the adjustable comb in the back. The newer style comp series has got the adjustable length to pull. You can can it up and down. They really did a lot of improvement since we had this stock in the past. So moving forward, we built this thing on an all nitride PRS short action. This is built by a good buddy Tim Cogger down at Cogger Arms. He's running a private label for us, putting Hammer Rifles on them. It's been a really successful action. We got a whole series of this. We put these in our hunting guns as well as our PRS competition guns, long range shooters. They got bench rest, pretty much anything you need in a solid action too. We like to stick with our standard 90-degree throw. That's just something that we're used to. It's something I like to run. I mean, I grew up and kind of cut my teeth on Remington 700, so it just feels natural. Not knocking none of you 60-degree bolt guys out there. That's just kind of what we choose to run. That's what I choose to run. So if you like 60-degree action, we built a ton of them too. Built rifles on all of them. So that being said, this action's just been super fast running. It's all nitrided. Inside and out, it's been tough as nails. It's slick as glass. Talking of glass, let's see what we strapped on top of this bad boy. We'll work our way kind of rear to front, give you a good idea of what each portion is and why we chose it. So we chose to mount this optic with a spur mount. It's their 4000 series spur mount. This thing is rigid and tough. It's a 34 millimeter tube. This thing's got more hardware hookups on it than a Swiss Army watch. We paired it with a Leica PRS, PRB reticle 5-30. This has been an outstanding scope. I run this on a lot of our long range hunting guns and builds, all the way through competition guns. The tactile adjustments are very audible. I'm sure you can hear that on the video. It's repeatable. It's got a wide field of view. The parallax adjustment on it is probably my favorite portion of it. Is very forgiving as far as where you set this thing in a certain range. When you're running out from 500 to 1,000 yards, you kind of set this bad boy in the center, crisp it up in the center, and you generally don't have to touch it again. It's very forgiving on parallax adjustment. It allows you to make those quick shots. Everything's in focus, and you're not constantly having to adjust your parallax time and time again every time you move targets and acquire another target down range. Working forward to the scope and the action and base, we put a bark line, heavy varmint contour, 1-7 twist, 6 millimeter barrel blank is the way this thing started out. It really offsets the weight of the rifle. This thing's very heavy from the midpoint back, so choosing a big heavy barrel, and this is normally one click bigger than you'll see running. A lot of them's a Palmer taper or either a M24 taper on these guns. You have to offset that weight with weight kits inside the stock on the chassis. Under the stock, we chose a MDT SkyPod. This thing gives you a lot of flexibility in and out. It's got a lot of can options. You can move the feet. It's got fast pull adjusters on the feet in and out. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen those on the newer style guns. MDT does a fine job with that. Under the Manor stock, we strapped on a Area 419 or Arcarel 14-inch universal with a barricade stock, and we paired it up with their their actual bag rider plate system. We use it more for actually just a balance stabilization plate to throw on top of the bag on whatever we're shooting off of. All the way on the very end, we put the 419 Hellfire brake that goes on the end of it. This thing does a really good job on recoil management. On this 6GT, I don't know if I told you our caliber yet, but we chose a 6GT. You know, George Garner and those guys come up with that caliber round. It feeds really well out of the AI mags, a little bit smoother running and less mag tuning than your dashers, and you know, those shorter cartridges have been necked down. We run a 109 to 112, 2900, 3000 foot a second. This gun settled in, it likes to stay about 2900. It just runs smooth. The gun's very balanced, bolt works well. You can just kind of tell she's tuned in. There's no need to push this thing any harder than where it's at now. It's consistent, reliable, quarter-minute gun. I mean, I have no doubt this rifle is sound. If I'm having a bad day on the range, it's not the rifle's fault. It's the Indian that's running it. So that's a quick wrap on the rifle itself. We'll move on to some of the gear we like to run. We got a few items set out here on the bench. We'll start with the old tried and true Armageddon medium. This bag has definitely been a game changer to the whole competition shooting market. I think everybody that owns any kind of comp gun and PRS and all-around hunters got a medium bag on them. That thing's just super rock solid. Rocks, barricades, gate fences. You can shoot off the back of a rocking chair with this bad boy and it still be functional and very reliable and consistent on getting you on impact and keeping you nice and stable. We run a Kestrel, this is the 5700 Elite. We plug all our data in, we true our data, we true our BC on our rifles, normally the day before the match, and which we've true these many times before. And it allows you to get an accurate reading downrange. This is not a new instrument at all in the long range shooting and that world of sports for long ranging. This thing has got some pretty cool features in it. It allows you to build your range card. You set the stages up, you set the courses up. It allows you to run those dopes out at X amount of range. You kind of pre-build it in that 5700 Elite. It's one of the options it has. We will also see hooked on our belt will be a ACIS mag holders, some of our new ones we just released. It's got a big battle clip on the back, combat clip. Man, you lock this thing in, it is rock solid. It's not those, you know, it's not a spongy clip, something you got to worry about shucking off or what kind of belt you're running, how tight it is. You lock this thing into place and it'll hold up to a 2-inch belt. 1.75 2-inch belt is kind of the max on it. It's got an adjuster on the side of it. You can set mag tensions, different mags. We run polymer mags in here. We run the accurate mags. We got MDT mags. It really don't discriminate. AW mags, it'll run anything you put in it. And it's adjustable for that with the tension and screws. So we do actually have those posted up on our website. Feel free to get you a couple. We got black, OD, and FDE colors. And we also got some special prints. If you request something, we also can get them in your American flags and different colors, kind of whatever you need. It's kind of customizable, just the same as your rifle is. We like to run a good pair of optics, Z87 optics, something that's going to be safe. It's got to have that stamp Z87 approved on it. Just basically a safety sunglass. Keep your eyes protected at all times. And I don't have them up here, but we run a set of electronic Ear Pro too. I mean, that's just a standard that you have to have on these matches as well. So we're excited to get started in it. We got our first match coming up in a couple of days, and we're excited to get out and compete. We've been building and practicing for quite some time, and we're really excited to get on the competition stage side of this thing as well. Run some of these hammers out there in the field, and let's see how we stack up. As far as that, guys, that was a quick snapshot Appreciate you watching. Any of these components you see we're dealers for, we'll be more than happy to sit down and go over a build with you, build you a rifle if you don't have one. If you want to modify yours, we do pre-fits, we do full custom guns, pretty much any kind of custom gun related work you want, factory work, we do it. We run a full shop here at Hammer Rifles. So again, thank you. God bless. Look forward to seeing you on the range.